Hello and welcome back to some Dawnbringer Tarot with your reader Carmilla today. We are back today with another video, and today we will actually be getting some messages from our beautiful angel guides. Angels are such a super supportive team of just these these figures and these beings who bring a lot of light and a lot of flame to our life, a lot of divine guidance. They are definitely pretty much the bulk of a lot of our spiritual team. Now I can't speak for everyone, but I know for my spiritual team, the bulk of my spiritual team is like angels and my ancestors. So I felt guided today to bring some angel messages to the collective, just based on a lot of what's going on in the world today. And I feel like they have some messages in here for us to kind of soothe our souls a little bit and let us know that even though the world is going through its own transformation right now, we are doing that on every level possible, that it's for a greater cause and it's for something so much larger than our human bodies can really hold or contain. So today we have 4 wonderful piles. We have pile number 1, and that has I can't even speak, the leopard jasper. It's a really cool stone actually. And then we have pile number 2 with this really cool amethyst shard. Then we have pile number 3, cool malachite, really cool stone. I always say it's like shaped like a boot or something. And then we have the celestite or selenite. Why am I saying celestite? My celestite's in there. It's a selenite wand. And particular angels did come up for me when I was making these piles. So Archangel Michael was really coming through very strongly with pile number 1. Archangel Shamuel was coming through very strongly with pile number 2. Archangel Gabriel for pile number 3, and Archangel Raphael for pile number 4. So you could pick based on the stones, the cards that you see, but it's always best again to just feel into it intuitively. Use your, strengthen your intuitive muscle and feel into that and see what's coming up for you. So timestamps will be in the description. So will the link to my Instagram page if you want to hang out with me there. And we will be hopping into these readings and see what angelic messages we will get from our friends today. All right, see you in the next file. All right, so if you chose pile 1 today, this will be your angelic message, and this is your friend, the leopard jasper. It's a really cool stone actually. And more than likely, it's possible whoever your spirit guides are, honestly feel into them and catch the wave with them. But honestly, for me, Michael was coming through very, very strongly with this pile. So we'll see what we have. So we'll flip the cards over. We'll actually start with our tarot cards, and we'll get more into our oracle cards a little bit later. So first we have, the 8 of Pentacles. Really cool. I love this deck so much. Look at the face, the kitty cat. We have 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. The number 8 may be very, very important to you right now. And it's funny because the number 4 is also a very, very powerful, angel number. And number 9 with the 9 of Cups. We have number 6, the 6 of Cups. Sorry for the little shakeage. And then last but not least, we have Temperance. Oh my goodness. That is so nice to see. So first of all, the first message that's coming through is, I keep hearing over and over again, it seems like for a lot of my pile 1 friends over here with this 8 of Pentacles, it feels like you're doing a lot of hard work, and you're putting a lot of hard work into perfecting something, or perfecting some form of a craft, or just something that you've been working on for a very, very long time. And it feels like you almost get trapped into or lured into this Eight of Swords energy, where you're in this place where you feel like you're not doing enough, and you're not mobilized enough. You don't have the clarity, you don't have the strength, you don't have the energy, or something like that. And I honestly feel like Michael is still coming through very strongly for me, and he's just kind of like snap out of it, like get over that, get over yourself, in the sense that you are doing so much work and you're putting so much effort into achieving this thing that it's almost getting to a point to where it's wanting to, it's almost deteriorating you to a point to where you're like working so hard, and it's almost like you're not focusing on your mental health and your mental body. And it's like you're doing this all to just reach this point of balance, this work-life balance, this social balance, just having like a social life, having a nice work-life balance, just having, I'm hearing too, like just having like a balanced life when it comes to health and everything like that, health and fitness and everything like that. And it's like you're putting all these layers on, and it's almost like you just need to take a break, kind of step back a little bit, and kind of like take a rest and kind of recalibrate a little bit, and kind of like focus on your like main priorities. And even with your main priorities, know that every single day you wake up and you put work into them, it's flourishing, it's doing something for you, it's working. Basically, the truth is it's working, and it's almost like you are having trouble seeing that. And I feel like with this Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like gift yourself the clarity to know that every single morning that you wake up, and even if you don't get everything done, and even if some of your plans go astray, that you have done the best that you could do in that day. And that's fine. Even in that very moment when you have a reaction to something that seems like unpleasant or unsavory to you, know that you're just reacting based on your body and based on your spirit and your soul, because we all have these elements about ourselves that we are working through, and it's like, stop being so hard on yourself. You're working hard, you're putting in the work, and just because things aren't popping out super, super fast, it's like you need to understand that you are building a very, very solid foundation, an extremely solid foundation. And this is something that you wanted for a very, very long time in life. This goes beyond I'm sorry if you hear like the music in the back. Sometimes people roll down this street just like bumping, and it's fine. Sometimes it just happens like that. It just feels like this is something that you've been working on for a very, very long time. For a lot of you, this could be like a childhood dream that you're trying to fulfill, and you almost feels like you, in your mind, like you think it has taken too much time, which is simply not the truth. It's taking as much time as it needs to have a solid foundation, so that once you get there, you're humble, you're sweet, and you can really enjoy the things that life is bringing to you. Because a lot of times when you're trapped in this Eight of Swords energy, you can't really enjoy the beautiful things that are happening around you, like you can't really enjoy them, because all you'll really see is being trapped or being stagnant or being stuck. So it's like, allow yourself to see the beautiful things that are actually happening for you and around you, and within your friend groups, within just work, just within everything. Allow yourself to see those beautiful things, and know that you are doing the absolute best that you freaking can. That is coming through very strongly for you to take a step back, look in the mirror, and say, name me, I am doing the absolute freaking best that I can, and I may not be perfect, and everything may not go as planned, and I may not get it every single time perfectly. It's fine. I'm trying my best, and I'm waking up doing my best, and that will eventually lead me to the fulfillment that I want, the fulfillment of these childhood dreams, the fulfillment of my dreams, regardless of when they have flourished. And this will lead me to the balance in my life that I am striving for, because I am waking up every day and I am putting in the work. And if you're someone who isn't putting in the work, and it's something that you need to work more towards, just know that every step that you take every single day, know that if you don't give up, you're going to get there eventually. Know that the things that you tell yourself and the things that you do every single day are aligning you with your highest good and your highest possible outcome. So know that if you give up, that typically means that you'll have to start from scratch again, or you have to start over again, right? Allow yourself to have that space to give up if you need, to release and escape if you need. But just remember that a lot of times, if you just keep going and you just keep pushing, you will get there. Just have the bravery to keep going, have the bravery to face failure, face fear, and also have the bravery to know that you will succeed. Have the bravery to speak beauty unto yourself and speak the best unto yourself. I feel like a lot of times we don't have the bravery to speak the best things over our own selves and our own body, because it feels so challenging and it feels like so much responsibility to say, hey, you can do this, because it's like you have to live up to it. Just like this eight of Pentacles, you have to live up to this mastery. So just know that every single day you are moving towards the fulfillment of your truest, deepest, most magical desires, and this is going to lead you to a supreme, just a beautiful balance in life that even you wouldn't even expect could be achieved by what you consider is average. Because I keep hearing someone say, but I'm average, I'm mediocre, I'm average. You're not. You're so special, and you're so loved, and you're so held, and you really need to know that. I keep hearing it over and over, but I'm average, I'm not special. Yeah, you are. Every single one of us is special in our own way. And no matter if our ecosystems are large or small, know that you and your dreams and your life and your essence, your energy, your soul plays a part in this bigger picture, in this collective of not only what's happening with you, the people around you, and the places and the things around you, but also the larger collective. So that message is coming through quite strongly for my pal ones. Be gentle with yourself. Love yourself, and know that every single day you're doing your absolute best. And take care of your human too. I'm also hearing that. I know for me, a lot of times Archangel Michael works with the body and like the lower root chakras and the sacral, and sometimes the solar plexus as well. Take care of your body. Do fun things for your body. Nurture your body, and know that your body is doing its best to hold the beautiful, large essence, which is you, your individuality, and what makes your essence. You're the sun that lives in your chest. Your body is doing its best to hold that. So please be kind to it. Do not fall victim to your insecurities and the stupid things that society says, that you're supposed to look like this, you're supposed to do this. No. Listen to your body, because it's going to route you and tell you where you really, really need to go. And it's going to tell you the foods that it likes to eat, the things that it likes to taste and smell and see and touch and feel. It's going to reveal those truths to you. So please trust your body. And it's okay if they don't line up with other people's, because we're not here to be part of this herd, right? We're here to actually be and shine out in our own individuality so much that we attract our tribe and our herd to us, and we all just vibrate at this large, this level of love, and this sun. We're radiating this energy. When you love yourself and you love the things and people and places that are around you, it's so much easier to just live and relish in that radiance and that highest possible outcome. So we'll get into your oracle cards. So let's see the angel cards that you have today. Wow. So you have clairvoyance with Archangel Raziel. And this reads, I'm sorry for the glare. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't glare on you. I am helping your spiritual sights to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Wow, that is beautiful and amazing. So it could be possibly that some of you are getting hits, you're waking up to like deeper gifts, like tarot and like mediumship, Reiki and things like that. And it's like this energy of being asked to trust that. And you see this energy right here, that solar plexus energy holding that sun, don't harbor that, because it's beautiful. And let that radiate, but don't put yourself in a position to where you're constantly trying to force something, or you're overworking yourself, that you're depleting yourself and you're not being replenished. And look at what we have here, Archangel Raphael. That is so funny that I was talking earlier about a healthy lifestyle, and your body is going to lead you to the things, the taste and the textures and the stuff that it wants. So this reads, Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Exactly. So don't try to force it. Don't try to force yourself to don't overwork yourself, please, because I feel so tired and hot and drained working with this energy. And it's like you're just waking up and you're on the go. You're like boom, 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 boom. I got to get this done. I got to get that done, because you're so focused on your future and you're so focused on what you can create and what you can build and what you can bring to the earth, because you know how potent and powerful it is. And we have this big face card here, and these cards actually are just big face playing cards that I actually listened to music and I channeled my own messages from. So we'll turn this card over and see what more clarification or guidance we can get from that as well. Exactly. So you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, and for when I channeled this energy says self-deception, trickery, wearing too many hats, devaluing yourself. Exactly. This is exactly that energy. So it's really, really telling you you have the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So with the Eight of Swords in reverse, and especially with the Seven of Swords here with this, the higher, perspective energy that I channel, this is really saying release yourself from this. Release yourself from this, because you're deceiving yourself thinking that if you're this workhorse and if you constantly just do that is your value, and that's not the case. Hard work comes with rest, recuperation. It comes with a supportive friend group and things like that. So get out of this self-deception and thinking that you constantly have to do, and you keep tricking yourself into thinking that I have to do this and do that, and you're wearing too many hats. That is not. You have to devote energy to yourself, okay? Do not devalue yourself in thinking that the only value that you'll ever be able to produce is how hard you work. That is a lie. That is self-deception. That is trickery. That is societal BS that really, 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 and you can kind of see it in the collective right now, is really being released and really being let go. And that's something that would benefit you greatly if you focused on. So I'm so glad to actually see that card come out. A lot of times, a lot of people, even including myself, will get scared when the Seven of Swords comes out. So I'm so happy that it came out in that essence of the higher perspective of understanding that it's not about, oh, I'm not good enough. So when you tell yourself you are good enough, that you're deceiving yourself. No, you are good enough, because the power, the mental power that you have is so extremely potent, and it's so extremely important that you will that with your highest good and not your lowest. So we'll keep going here because this energy is coming through strong. We have the Work Your Light Oracle card here, and then we also have two of the, why am I blinking, the Light Worker Oracle, because that energy was coming through very, very strong for all of our piles today. So let's look at the Work Your Light card. What do you have? We'll turn this over. Oh, you actually have two cards. I didn't even realize that. Ooh, so you have Align Your Life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So that could also be going back to this healthy lifestyle. Exactly. This goes back to that healthy lifestyle. I'm like, it could be, no, you need to relax. It's so fragmented, wearing so many hats, so many different pieces of yourself, bring that all together and take care of yourself and love yourself, because the hard work that you put in is it's excessive. It's more than enough. It's more than valued. It's more than important. And it's just more than what you can see, So align your life. And then we also have Inner Temple, Devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart. That's so pretty. That's so beautiful. And just like a really, really nice wrap up of that energy of be devoted to yourself in a way that you know that you're also taking care of yourself and you're making healthy choices for yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, on all across the board, financially too. Make sure that you're making choices that are healthy for you, that don't drain you, that don't constantly rip you apart. All right. And I'm also sorry for the background noises. This house is kind of small and there's not a ton of privacy. So you will hear some creaks and groans and people moving about the house. It's just normal house things. And then we'll get into our last cards. We have the Light Worker Oracle, so we'll see what messages they have too. Earth Healing, not surprised to see that. And of course, that big solar plexus energy, that cosmic heart, cosmic Christ energy. I'm so happy to see that. Love it so much. Like I said earlier, I think, and I honestly feel every single person on this planet is here and they have an important mission. And we're all in this position to where we're almost like stewardess, not only to our planet, our earth, our mother, but also to each other. And we have a duty to shine for each other. And that pours so much into not only ourselves, but the earth. And look at that. Just this beautiful imagery. This is what I see all humans as. This is what I see all humans as. Your solar plexus in that golden center in you, once everything really, really comes into balance for you, and that includes integrating your shadow and integrating your polarity, that is the beauty that shines from you, and that love and that acceptance that you have for your fullness and for your full self, that heals the earth. That heals the earth. It heals you, and it heals other people around you. Such a strong message coming here. It's like a gift to your inner child. You also have like the Six of Cups here too, and that energy of just achieving like your childhood dreams, or achieving a goal, or achieving a dream that you have had for a long time. So it's almost like this message could be talking directly to your inner child, because it could be that you hold trauma from your childhood, where you were constantly being belittled or told that you're not good enough, or you're constantly just being pushed to the side, or you're constantly in this position to where you would give somebody your all, or give something you thought was very special, and you didn't receive that back, and you constantly feel like I have to do in order to be good enough. And that simply is not true. Okay? It's not true. So please understand that you are more than worthy. You are working hard enough. Give yourself a break, give yourself some space, give yourself some time, release what does not serve you, and be devoted to the overall of who you are, and not just how you can provide for the society economically, or not how you can provide even to the planet and to the healing and of the earth and the collective. Know that starts with you, and you can't do that without your physical body being present. You have a mission here, so know that and remember that. So that is all I am seeing for my Power One friends today. I hope that resonated, and I hope that really, really sparked something within you. I really, really hope that it reminded you to just love yourself and take care of yourself. So I hope to see you in the next reading, and until next time, friends, bye-bye. Alrighty, hello my Pow 2 friends, how's it going? So we have your angel messages, and that's what we are tapping into today. So you Pow 2, you are my friends who either resonated with the energy of Archangel Chamuel, or you resonated with the cards themselves, or you resonated with our amethyst friend here, this amethyst shard, and all together you picked intuitively, so I'm proud of you. So we're going to get into your messages for today. So what we're going to do is start out with the tarot. We actually have the Thoth tarot deck, and then we have our our oracle cards that we'll get into a little bit later in the read. But let's start with our tarot for today. Let's see what we have. First out, we have the Seven of Cups. I never say this word right. Every time I get it, it's debauch or debauch. And we have strife with the Five of Wands. And we have, the Nine of Cups again. So I wonder if you resonated with pile 1 at all, because they also got the Nine of Cups and also in this third position. So that's very, very important to me and to you too. And then we have, the Two of Cups. And then last but not least, we have the Eight of Swords, which is funny because pile 1 also had the Eight of Swords. So if you felt drawn to that pile as well as this pile, that is probably why. But we have the Eight of Swords here with interference. Okay, so immediately the message that came through is that there's this angelic message here, and it's funny because we have Archangel Samuel working with this, and love is definitely coming through very, very strongly. I feel like there are some challenges right now in your love life and in your social life, and you're having a little trouble working them out. And it's almost like Archangel Samuel was coming through, and she's just like, regardless of what you choose, you're going to choose happiness for yourself, and you're likely to put yourself in a position to where you are so devoted to yourself that you don't want anything to compromise that. But it's almost like there's a fear here, and there's like this fear here, and it's like it's leading you to this Eight of Swords energy, and it's almost like just pull it back a little bit. It's almost like you have so many options, and it's like, it almost feels like too that this is a position that you put yourself in, almost in this position to have so many options. So I'm not sure if like when it comes to relationships or love, if this is like something that you like you're on like dating sites or like being really active on social media when it comes to love. This is also giving off this message too about just like everyday life and like working, like finances is coming through very strong into working finances. Then when it comes to like working finances, you have like so many options, and you're trying to choose something you love, and you're trying to choose something that is going to bring you the highest amount of happiness. But there is like a fear here. It's almost like you're putting yourself in this position to where every single option that you choose causes fear. So every single time you give yourself a yes, you also give yourself a no. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Every single time you give yourself a yes, you give yourself a no. And I think that is definitely this interference. So it's like you are like almost like at the end of this maze that you're working through, but it's like you always go right back into it, and you go like you slingshot yourself over and over again. That's the imagery that I'm seeing, is this energy, this beautiful potent energy, like yes, so many options. You're like weighing them pros and cons, blah 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 blah. Okay, I found one that's gonna make me happy. Okay, cool. And it's like, I love this, I'm so excited about this. And it's almost like you get here with this interference where it's just like, but what if it doesn't work out? And what if they don't like me? Or what if this isn't the job that I want? And then it's like slingshot, boom, all that potential energy you had just gets slingshotted right back to the Seven of Cups. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know why it's like out of focus. There we go. Back into focus. You see? Back into focus. That's so resonant with this reading right now, you know? And it's just like, ooh, friends, listen. No matter what you choose, there are always going to be obstacles. There are always going to be other options, regardless. And that simply is just the way the world works. So just understand that the best possible decision you can make here is resonating with a decision deeply, feeling it in your body, what brings you happiness, what fills you up with love and joy. And when you get to this interference point, you push past it. When you hear that little voice in the back of your head say no, because I feel this pressure in the back of my head right now, and it's just like this grumbling, no, and it feels like a fear of success and a fear of pushing past this barrier that keeps you almost in this like playful realm of having so many options, where it's almost like a kid in a candy store. We're like, ooh, there's lollipops, and there's cotton candy, and there's all these different types of drinks and fizzy drinks and bendy twisty straws, and you get so caught up in all the things you can have and all the magic that you can have. And once you like fight with it a little bit, and you're like, ooh, I want that, but I want that. Maybe I want this more, you know? You get to this point, you're like, oh, I'll take this. This makes me happy. I love this. And it's almost like you take a look at something else around you, and then there's this energy of, Maybe not. Maybe I want something else. It's a no. Maybe this won't bring me as much happiness as I want. No, you're slingshotting yourself, my friend. Choose really, and Archangel Samuel too is like, I feel like her like pushing at my solar plexus and also my sacral chakra, and she's like pushing and just like beating on a drum, and she's just like, listen, do what feels most aligned and most unique for you. What tastes good to you, what's fun to you, you know? And when you get to this energy of interference where all your doubt is very strong for my power twos, comes through, push past it. It's like a film that you kind of have to like pop through, you know? So get to popping, my friends, because you have a lot of wonderful options. All of them really are going to bring you happiness and love and desire. And that does not mean it will be free of challenges, because life likes to grow you. But remember that you can't keep getting slingshotted back and forth between this Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups energy. You're going to drive yourself nuts, you know, because you have so much. You're going to be on a sugar high, just going to be crazy because you have so much that you can have. And literally, once you choose a thing, everything will fall into place, and you will realize that you have your slice of cake, you can eat it too. You have your cake and you can eat it too. You know, you can have the cake, you can have the lollipop, you can have all these different things, and life will unfold for you. But you just have to pop past this film, so you know that, and you have to trust that. So this card over here, this card is actually a big face playing card that I channeled the energy through while I was listening to music, and I just got some buzzwords for the actual card. So we'll flip that over and see what that is, so it can bring a little more clarity to our read. Ooh, you have the Three of Swords. Surrender to pain. Allow it to peel you open. Expand. So surrender to pain, and pain doesn't necessarily have to be like painful. It hurts. I'm crying, and it can be for some of you. And for some of you, I do feel like I want to cry, because it almost feels like there's this energy of, you feel like if I choose one, I lose all the others. And for some of you, that may be the case, and for some of you, that may be the best case for you, if that makes sense. For some of you, that is the best case for you, because it could be that you're hanging on to things that do not need to, you don't need to hang on to them. You don't need to hang on to them. You don't need to hang on to them. You're hanging on to things that you don't need to hang on to. This old lollipop that's like melting, and this old crusty, you know, cotton candy. You don't need to hang on to all of those things, you know. So surrender to the pain that it may take in order for you to let go and release. Allow it to peel you open and allow it to expand you. That's exactly what I was saying here with this Eight of Swords, this interference. Allow that, you know, allow that energy to come through so that it can get you through to the other side. And let's see our our archangel cards here. Let's see what we have and see what energy they're working with here too. So we have Comfort, Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Oh, I love to see that, especially after this Three of Swords energy, and knowing that there's just this film that you just have to get through and pop. It's so beautiful knowing that that Archangel Azrael is there and saying, you know what, I'm going to help you, I'm going to support you. Just know that. Just get through it, and we'll get through this together. I love that. And then our next one here, we have Outdoors with Archangel Jophiel, with go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And then I love this energy too, because to me too, that actually goes back again to that popping. Get outside of something. Get outside so you can get a fresh perspective on it, and know that you have so many options and there's so much you can do, but get true about what it actually is you want to do. And from there, you can really tap into the new and the creative ideas that can actually lead you there. But there is some interference. I feel like there's just this film that just needs to pop, you know, or like some old, like just sticky silk, you know? So allow that to work through for you. And let's see what Work Your Light Oracle card we have today. We have transformation. Not surprised to see that for my Power 2 friends. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I love that. Because when you allow yourself to reach new heights and go to other places, just overall in life, and you stop slingshotting this very, very huge ball of potential energy, like with my Power 2s, I honestly feel like I can just cup my hands like this, and like just energy is just pouring out of you, and it's very mutable. Like I can like mold it and structure it into something. It's like clay. There's so much energy there, and if you allow this transformation, you allow yourself to kind of just choose something and feel satisfied with something besides trying to like gobble it all up at once. You really step into this very, very new, bright, healing space to where you can experience the happiness and the depth that you want to experience and feel. You just have to expand. You just have to make more room for it. And you can't make more room if you're trying to hold on to all these old things, or you're trying to constantly grab new things off of the shelves. You know what I'm saying? So allow this energy within you. And then our last cards for today, we have our Lightworker Oracle cards. I love these cards so much. So we'll flip those over and see what type of energy they're bringing to this read as well, and see what type of insight they can give to you. So we have Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, not surprised to see that at all. Oh, come on. Don't, come on. Go into focus, friend. It's like fighting me on it. It's fine. And then we have the Heart Transmission. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, that Archangel Chamuel energy, so strong. I love it. So strong. Actually, like, let me move that so you can like resonate with that energy right now. A lot with the heart here, especially with that Three of Swords and this Two of Cups. Even the Rainbow Bridge energy and the happiness energy. There is a lot going on too in your heart space. But again, it's like popping that film to get to it, to really, really get to the root of it, and to really get to the start and the beginning of it. You do have so many options, and you're really being asked to transform so that you can ascend. This is a heart transmission for you. This is reaching the heart and the heart's deepest layers and the heart's deepest level for you. Honestly, it is. It truly is. Whether that's work, family, love, and it is probably a blend of all those things, like it typically is for all of us as people. Just really, really allow yourself to get to the root of who you are. And when you get to that space of where you're being told no, because you're going to get that every single cup out of this Seven of Cups you're going to get to, you're going to hear a no. Why? Because that's how conditioning has set us up. That's how fear has set us up. That's how paranoia has set us up. That's how insecurities have set us up. So we're always trying to make a decision, and then we get a no, and then we're like, no, I back out. And then we try to choose something else, and we get a no, and we're like, no, I back out. Listen, do what feels most resonant and just do what fills you up with so much depth and so much love and so much feeling of capacity and expansion, and just do that. Which decision is that? And regardless of where that is, or regardless of where that is showing up in your life, this is really, really some strong heart energy for you. Some definite, like, supple, moldable energy for you that you will see really, truly, deeply materialize in your body and in your physical realm in a very, very magical way. So that is all I am seeing today for my POW 2 friends. Remember that you are so fucking amazing. I'm sorry that I had to drop the F-bomb, but I needed this pile to hear that. You have so many options, and you are going to be fine, and you are going to make it regardless of what you choose. So I hope this reading really did resonate with you. Feel free to go over and join me on my Instagram. I would love to have you with our daily tarot pools and things like that. So I hope to see you in the next read. Until next time, friends. Bye-bye. Hello, my Pal 3 friends. Welcome to your reading today, your angelic message. We will be working with the energy of our Malachite and also possibly also resonate with your spirit guides. But for me, it is Archangel Gabriel coming through pretty strong. So today we'll just get some messages from our angel friends, from our spirit guides, and see like what's going on a little bit in your life, and what can you do to relieve some of what's going on in the collective right now, because I feel like we're all feeling it a little bit. So this is really just to bring us a little more comfort and kind of like expose maybe some parts of our life that we can bring a little more comfort to. So let's get into it. We will hop into our oracle cards. I've been having a hard time saying oracle this entire day. It's like my mouth is like oracle. We'll hop into our oracle cards a little bit later, but we'll start out with our tarot. So let's see what we got going, and we will be working with our African American tarot deck today. So it's a very fun deck to work with. I love it. So first card we have is the Five of Pentacles. Not surprised to see that. A lot of us are working with that Five of Pentacles energy, you know. We have the Five of Cups. Ooh, 5 may be extremely important to you. 5 can also be the challenge number, so it could be that you're going through a lot of extreme challenges right now. But we have that in reverse. Ooh, sorry for my hand jigglies. Ooh, and then we have the King of Pentacles right under that Five of Pentacles there. And then we have the Four of Wands right under that Five of Cups. And then last but not least, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So starting out honestly with your tarot cards alone, Archangel Gabriel is coming through saying very loudly that there's a legacy that you're trying to build. There's a legacy that you are in the midst of building, and it's very important that you do that honestly. It's very important that you don't lie to yourself about the things that you have. It's very important that when you do have limitations, that you take them seriously, because they are part of your human design, and those limitations can also bring so much clarity to your life and what you want to actually achieve, you know, and how you can actually influence the world, and how you can actually influence and inspire those people around you. When you try to take those limitations away from yourself, it's almost like you're doing yourself a disservice. It's like you're not loving yourself fully, and you're only loving bits and pieces and parts of yourself, and that just isn't fair, not only to you, but to the tribe that you're building this legacy for, the future generations that you're building this legacy for. And I feel like a lot of you every day have a very challenging life. Like there's just a lot that you go through every day that is extremely challenging for you. It has a lot to do just with home life, work life, love life. I feel like a lot of you are very sad and lonely, and I feel like a lot of you are like definitely in lack consciousness, where you're constantly reveling on what you lack. You don't have enough time for this. You don't have enough money for that. You don't have enough blah 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 for this. And there's a need to like get realistic about your limitations, but also getting realistic about your limitations also means knowing what you can do. So once you get realistic about your limitations, you can get realistic about what it is that you can do in the moment, knowing that as time goes on and your foundation gets stronger and stronger, that you will be led to really unlocking this gold energy that you have and allowing that to fall out, especially with this King of Pentacles in as card number 3 over here. So card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. with that being in the third position, to me, that is such a strong energy. Is like, this is what you hold inside. This is what you can create. This is what can manifest from you when your holy shrine is online. This can come from you. This is your creative energy. This is your potential energy right there. And this is what you're trying to lead yourself to. But I feel like there is a little bit of deception here. And that's why this card, the Ten of Pentacles, is in reverse, because it's almost like Archangel Gabriel wants you to look at yourself and look at your life realistically and what you can achieve, especially what you can achieve financially, and stop trying to force yourself into these binds and thinking, oh, if I just had enough money to do this, then all of this will be okay. And Archangel Gabriel saying, no, everything is okay right now because you exist. Everything is okay right now is because you have the dream and you have the potential, and you don't have to necessarily ride only on your potential. Also ride on trust that you are devoted to self, and you can build a solid foundation for yourself. You have the tools within yourself to build a solid foundation that's going to take you to this Ten of Pentacles being, in reverse, and you're harboring your gold to where it's upright and it's shining and you're gifting it and you can give it out in whatever ways it needs to come out. But for now, this energy does feel like it's in reverse, and not necessarily like it's negative or anything like that, but there's just a little blockage here where you are being asked to get realistic about your finances, get realistic about your emotional landscape, get realistic about your physicality, what you can do physically. Get realistic about your mental space and what's going on in there and what needs to change. What thoughts are you telling yourself? What thoughts are you feeding? Knowing that the magic in your thoughts is the fact that you can see them, bring your awareness to them, and change them, because that is how you actually manifest. Your thoughts are actually, they have a physical presence in the world, and that lack consciousness of being constantly trapped in what you have, or what you don't have and what you can't do, constantly is going to keep you away from the things that you can do now in this moment. You're constantly going to try to spend money on and spend time and energy on things that aren't going to feed you now. Boom. Archangel Gabriel's coming through very, very strong with that. So this card here, this card here is our Big Face Oracle card. So these are cards that I channeled while listening to music that came from my higher perspective. So we'll see what card this is and see if it adds a little more clarity, a little more juice to our reading here. Let's see what card that is. You have the Ten of Wands, and this card is upright. It's actually upright. And this says perseverance, toil, labor pains. So to me, this really, really honestly is speaking on, listen, there's going to be just some hard work that you have to get through here. And there's just going to be some hard realizations that you're going to have to get comfortable with here. And I know that can be a little tough to, oh, actually this card is in reverse. Sorry. I was looking at these lines all wrong. So when the lines on these arrows, when they're at the bottom, it's in reverse. And when they're at the top, it's upright. I'm sorry. But there's that correction. Perseverance, toil, and labor pains. There's just some hard work that you're just going to have to get through. And I feel like most of this is actually not even necessarily in the physical realm, even though it's very present, but it's present in the physical realm mostly because you're keeping it trapped and you're keeping a foot down on your creative energy, because in the mental body, you're not giving it enough space to play and roll out and roam. I honestly feel like that is the truth. You're not giving yourself enough credit in the now, and you keep putting it off into the future thinking, well, if I just had enough money, or if I just had these looks, or if I just had this, and you keep going back and forth to the past and bringing stuff up to reinforce that. It's like you're self-sabotaging. You're doing this to yourself. Oh, remember that one time I did this? That makes me a bad person. Or remember this one time I did this? That's why I can't be great. Like, it feels so strongly of self-sabotage. Like, get realistic about your expectations and the work that it's going to take to get there. Like, this is not going to be some easy quick fix. You're building a solid foundation. A solid foundation takes work, it takes energy, it takes sweat, it takes time, it takes perseverance, it takes, sorry about those whistles, and it takes just like, it takes the work to build a solid foundation, because otherwise you're building it on a foundation that's shaky and that's made out of sand, and that will not prosper you. That is coming through strong. I feel so much pressure in my temple. I feel like even just like hearing this message is kind of like agitating a little bit, but it's agitating the right parts in you. So let's get into our Archangel Oracle cards and see what messages they have for us. We have spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Oof. Yes. Because there's just a lot that you need to understand about just all levels and just the entire playing field of your life. There's a lot that you just need to come into reality about, and there's just a lot that you just really need to get real about and understand. Like, hey, this is gonna, you want to build something great, it's gonna take great energy and great work being put into it to have that manifest. And let's see what card. Oh, yeah. We have Archangel Uriel with brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Exactly. Put in the hard work. Put in the labor. Put in the realistic concepts and the ideas that feel aligned for you, but also feel achievable in the now, knowing that every step will bring you closer and closer to this greatness, this legacy. Because if not, you're going to constantly be trapped in this lack consciousness, which sometimes can lead us to this level of arrogance to where we try to boast prematurely, And it's like, that's not what we need here. You want a solid foundation spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, socially. You and continue in all the elites, You want that solid foundation all across the board, but that's going to take you taking a step back, really getting realistic about this Five of Pentacles energy, and really getting realistic about your lack consciousness and seeing what you can do about that. So let's see what we have here with our not our light worker, that's next. Our work your light oracle cards. So let's see what card you got. Let's see. You have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yes, because there's something so beautiful that you want to build and something so amazing that you want to bring to this life. This is like this straight beam of just beautiful force that you are. And you know it, and you know it's true in your body. That's why you have so much worth, and that's why you're trying to get it out so quickly and so fast, but you're not being honest about what you are doing right now, and you're not being honest about the work that you're actually putting in, and you're not being honest about your actual limitations and the things that need and can and have to come to you first, like the shadow work, and like overcoming obstacles and challenges, getting realistic about your feelings and your emotions, get realistic about your workplace, your finances, and how those are either helping you or hindering you. So you are coming into that light, and please don't take this I don't want you to take this as negative. Take it how you will, but you have to understand that we all have to go through these trials and tribulations in life to get to where we're going. Nobody is free of that. And then last but not least, we have our light worker oracle cards, and we'll get into those and see what message they have for us today as well. Oh, yes. Number 26, the key of light. I am so happy to see that. That is so beautiful, because it's like very, very resonant with this energy here. You know exactly what it is you need to be doing. You know exactly what it is you want to do. Stop procrastinating, friend. Just get it together and keep going. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take getting up every morning and hitting that gym if that's what it is for you, or making that phone call, sending that email, or reaching out to somebody. It's going to take that networking. It's going to take the work. You have the keys. You have every single thing you need right now. It's not in the future. It's now, here, now. Ooh, yes, Gabriel, come through. Oh, the Merkaba. Oh, you have 25 and 26. That's so beautiful. The Merkaba, spiritual protection. I love that, because this lack consciousness energy, and we're back. So we have the Merkaba of spiritual protection. And I honestly feel like this energy is very, very tied to this Five of Cups, this Five of Cups and this Five of Pentacle energy. And I love how you have 5, 5 and 10, 10. Love it. But it feels like there's this energy of these things do feel like huge monsters to you. The challenges that you're facing in life feel like they are some big, scary battles. This is not, just your everyday walk in the park for you. This is very, very challenging. And I love how this Merkaba energy is coming through, and it's saying, I am protecting you. I am loving you. The legacy and everything that you want to build will come to fruition. It's a brilliant idea. Move forward with it, but move forward with it in honesty and integrity and love for not only others around you, but yourself and your dreams. And I'm also kind of feeling a little called to read a portion of the Merkaba spiritual protection for you. There's this little italic portion that I'm feeling very called to gift to you. It almost feels like Archangel Gabriel is just like, take this as a gift, my friend. So this says, being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can helpful. There's not a word right there. It can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, and a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can then receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. An open, sensitive person can easily become energetically overloaded. Yes, from physical pain to emotional and psychological tension, an overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you are carrying others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag your naturally light vibration down into anguish, doubt, fear, or despair. Your inner vision, too, may be obscured by the overload. That can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to others. What a strong, I read the italics and like the first paragraph in the book. That is a very, very strong message. And I do apologize for the noise going on in the back. But that is such a very, very strong message. And I'm sorry that I didn't bring that up earlier too. Being open to receive is such a powerful and potent energy, receiving this protection, receiving this key of light, receiving this energy from this information, this symbols and the spiritual truths that are being brought to you. Receive that, knowing that receiving and letting go is also part of the work as well. Knowing that part of building a foundation is knowing what no longer serves you and working towards what actually does. Knowing what is real for you and what is true for you, and letting go what isn't. Exactly. Recognizing your limitations, so recognizing what the work that you're actually putting in, and letting go anything else that brings you out of that focus is very, very powerful and very, very potent for my Pal 3s. So that is all I am seeing for my Pal 3 group today. I really, really hope that this message resonated with you. If not, that's fine. take what resonates and leave the rest. Absolutely. I hope to see you in our next video. Feel free to join me over at Instagram at at Don Bringer Tarot, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my Power 4 friends. What's going on? What's up? All right, so we are diving into some archangel messages today, just kind of wrapping you up and letting you know, showing you some spots where you can give more love or receive more. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the collective right now. I feel like we're all feeling that on the highest of the high levels and the lowest of the low. So I'm just channeling some messages for our archangel friends here today and seeing what messages they have for us. So obviously you want to tune into your own spiritual guides, but for this particular group, Raphael was coming through me for particularly strongly with our selenite wand. One of my favorites. I've had this forever. So funny. So I'll set that right there so you can resonate with this energy. And first of all, we'll actually get into our tarot cards first, and then we'll work on our oracle cards later just for a little more clarification and guidance. So we'll set those to the side and we'll start with our Osho Zen Tarot. So first card that we have here. Oh yes, we love to see it. We have the Tower, which is represented by the Thunderbolt in the Osho Zen. Nice major to come out like that. Yeah. We are all feeling the energy right now. Power 4. You're not alone. Then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Celebration. And then we have the Eight of Swords with guilt. And then we have the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. Second time this card has come out. Interesting. We have that in reverse. And we have another major aloneness, which is the Hermit in our traditional Rider-Waite. Interesting. So immediately what's coming through with this energy of Raphael is you are trapping yourself in guilt. It feels like you have gone through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, almost like forcefully, and you are trying and striving so hard to grow and heal and replenish yourself that you're not taking time out to celebrate and actually be replenished, and you're locking yourself outside of all the experiences and all the blessings that you actually want to have. You're not allowing yourself to really see them and relish in them because you're just constantly like, all right, let's hop back to it. What other work that I have to do? You know, like you're just not taking time to actually like steep in the light and steep in your blessings and actually have a little more fun with life. It feels like you were in like this crock pot or this stew pot of transformational energies where it's just like bang, 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 like one after another. Things were just happening for you, and some of them are really, really good, high vibration, and some of them are very, very low, very, very low vibration. And that sometimes is what the tower energy can talk about. A lot of times people think that the tower energy is all about like this scary, unexpected change, which it can talk a lot about, but it can sometimes too bring you to this energy of being so high up in the tower where you are enjoying it, and then having something shift that perspective for you where you look at the tower a lot differently and you want to redecorate. And I feel like this is some of the energy that you've been going through, where you got so high up and you were so deep in your growth and your healing and your self-devotion that it's almost like in a certain aspect, you're like leaving yourself out of it, and you're feeling guilty still about things of your past and things that you haven't done for other people because you are so devoted for your own self. So it's almost like this guilt is like, I literally feel this energy of the guilt kind of like ripping at my brain and like ripping at my scalp. and like all the growth and things that I'm trying to manifest and like cultivate for myself, they're really almost like just slipping out of my grasp because of guilt, because there's such a high level of self-devotion here, but there's also such a high level of guilt. Like you feel guilty about how you are being devoted to yourself. And I love this imagery that we have here of like this energy of like, let me hold it up so you can like see it. Like this imagery of like the thunderbolt coming from this Buddha that is in meditation. And when you look at it when you look at this card honestly, it's like this is like almost like a snake's head, and that is just nothing but shedding and transformation to me. And I'm sure that's how the card was designed. And like this thunderbolt energy, all this like beautiful electric magnetism, this energy, and it's going down into this guilt card, and you have all these like beautiful flowers here wanting to grow, wanting to flourish, and it's like they just quite can't fall down because this like energy, like you just can't open your eyes to like see it because there's so much guilt there that you're not really recognizing all the growth that you're actually experiencing. It's like when they do fall down, you're just not allowing yourself to actually be here. You're not allowing yourself to be here. You're allowing yourself to kind of like be outside of this, with the aloneness card, you're almost forcing yourself to be on the outskirts of your own enjoyment, and that's just not fair to you. There is a lot of good healing and healthy work that you've been doing for yourself, and it's time for you to receive that, and it's time for you to trust that. You've been so honest with yourself, and you've dug very, very, very deep down to get to the root of a lot of your triggers, and you've really been doing a lot of shadow work, and you keep running back to the wreckage, seeing what type of things that you can find, like, oh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that, I need to do this, I need to do that before I'm ready. And it's causing you a lot of guilt and a lot of pain, and you keep tagging energies of other people onto this who simply, their energy does not need to be tagged. You need to know that anything that has happened to anybody in life, yes, you can take responsibility for your own doing, but you cannot take responsibility for their outcome and how they have come out of it. You have to understand that you can influence, you can inspire, and that is really one of the highest acts. A shout out to Nipsey. But you cannot force, you cannot change, and you cannot will someone else to do something that you want them to do. If you want somebody to grow, if you want somebody to change, that's beautiful. That's beautiful that you want somebody to grow and that you want somebody to change, and that you want the absolute best for that person. But you need to understand that at the end of the day is up to them. They have to go through these tower moments themselves. They have to work through guilt themselves. They have to unlock their own levels of celebration. They have to really inside and deeply and intuitively celebrate for themselves, operate and navigate this world through and for themselves. Again, you can influence and you can inspire, and I feel like that is something that you're doing every day. And you need to take a moment out of your day right now to just breathe. Pause the video if you have to, and say, I have toiled, I have inspired, I have done the work, I will continue to do the work. But it's time for me to celebrate me. And it's time for me to stop running back to this wreckage and seeing what I can find about me to fix me. It's time for me to receive. Wow, that's coming through very, very strong. So we're going to get to this big face card. So this big face card is actually energy that I channeled while listening to music from my higher perspective or my higher self. So we'll see what card this is and see what type of clarity that it can add to our reading. So this is the 10 of Cups in reverse. So this says emotional domination, obsessing, fantasizing. This is also extremely, extremely true. It's almost like you're fantasizing about your highest possible outcome, and you're obsessing over being perfect so you can manifest, that you're stopping to miss all the little manifestations and all the little beautiful things that are actually popping up in your life, because it almost is seemingly not good enough, and you feel so guilty about other people and all these things, when you really just have to let it go. This 10 of Cups energy that you want, this land of honey energy that you want, is on the other side of yourself. Get out of your own way. Pal 4, dude, get out of your own way. Like, it just feels so strongly that your highest possible outcome is yours. You have done the work. Now it's time to receive it. You have to allow yourself to receive it. Stop locking yourself out of your own energy. And I hope that you're at a point where you're watching this reading where you can say, yes, this 5 of Pentacles, this lack consciousness energy in reverse, I am not locking myself out anymore. I am trusting so much in myself, and I'm so sufficient in self because I have gone through all of this, that this 8 of Swords is here, and this 3 of Cups is here, and this 10 of Cups is here. And for the sake of inspiring and influencing, that's how we're going to leave it for the remainder of this reading. Because this is so easy for you to do. If you just stop and smell the roses. If you just take a moment and just take a nice spiritual bath. Go out in the rain. This energy that you want is there, that highest possible outcome, those beautiful things that you want to manifest and you have been clearing space to manifest are manifesting. You don't have to obsess over them. You don't have to constantly fantasize about them like they're in some distant, far off future that is unattainable to you. It's simply not true. Because it's like you've almost put yourself in a position, and it's almost feels unconscious to a certain extent, that you've put yourself in a position to where you were doing so much shadow work unconsciously, and you were experiencing all these challenges within lack. And you're just like, whoa. In reality, what you were doing was clearing space. So we'll get into your Archangel Oracle cards and see what type of energy they are bringing to our reading today. So we have, we have Take Back Your Power. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Yeah, we're here for that. And then we also have prioritize. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. I'm sorry about that loss of focus there. Focus on your highest priorities. Could it get any more clear? That energy is coming through strong. And I love how we have the other archangels here too, to just even amplify the message that we were getting from your spirit guide, or for me, Archangel Gabriel. I love that. It really, this is all true. Stop running back to this tower moment. Take your power back. You don't have to feel guilty about other people. You don't have to feel guilty about your past forever. Like, celebrate that you got through it. And there's nothing that you lack. This highest possible outcome is there for you. There is nothing that you lack. You've done the work, and you're continuing to do the work. North Node energy, my friend. Let's get it. I love this. And then if my nails can pick it up, we will get into our Work Your Light Oracle card. So let's see what energy that brings for a little more amplification or clarification. The Muria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Can it get any more self-explanatory than that? This is a land of honey. I don't even have to say anything. It's happening. It's literally happening. Why? You know why? It's literally happening. Creating heaven on earth. Let's set that right next to the Ten of Cups there. And let's get into our light worker oracle cards and see what messages that they can bring to amplify and clarify this reading a little bit. So we have, we have a paradigm shift. That is very, 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 very true for you. And we have, my heart. We have spiritual service. That is so beautiful. Pile 4. Pile 4. Paradigm shift, my friend. That North Node energy is unlocked. That door is open to you. Will you step through it? Will you trust yourself? Will you trust whatever energy feels resonant to you, whatever feels intuitive and alive and charged and electric in your body? Will you trust it? Will you trust that this is the last, that this is behind that door? Will you trust it? Or will you run back to the wreckage? Will you constantly feel guilty about not only things that you have done, but the people and places and things around you and what they have yet to do? That decision is up to you, my friend. Because not only do you have a huge mission on this planet, there's a gift in you, and you stepping into this energy is a gift to the world. There's a service that whatever you have within you that you're holding back, that you don't want to take full responsibility of, because you constantly want to do shadow work and trap yourself in shadow work and think, oh no, I'm not ready yet. I gotta be perfect. I gotta be the most nicest, the most spiritual person. Listen, know that your anger and your polarity, your anger, your resentment, your guilt has all been a part of your spiritual growth and will aid you in your spiritual service. In order to really know those energies and be able to work with those type of energies, anger, guilt, resentment, etc., you had to feel them. You had to metabolize them within the body. I've said this earlier. I remember making a comment somewhere earlier about that as well. Somewhere on Facebook. In order to really know those energies, you had to metabolize them. You had to experience them, feel them. There is no need to continue running back to the wreckage. Celebrate yourself. Stop feeling guilty about living life. Stop feeling guilty about leaving people behind. Because immediately when I hit that 3 of Cups, I felt like this energy here celebrating with these other people. You know that in reality, there are some people that you're going to have to leave behind. And it's not leaving them behind necessarily. It's just knowing that you're going to a different height. And they still have work to do where they are. Yes. You are going to new heights in your own life, and they still have work to do where they are. That does not make you better. That does not make you worse. That does not make you narcissistic. That does not make you egoic. They still have work to do where they are, and that's okay. You have work that is calling to you, and you have to get to where you are meant to be, just like them. Don't let other people and other people's thoughts and opinions and actions hold you back, because stepping into your spiritual service is the highest act and the most beneficial thing that you can do, not only for yourself, but for the other people too, for others, for the world, for everything, the all. This is the best decision that you can make. Okay? Ooh, you are so loved. You are being so triggered and so challenged right now in all different types of ways, because there is so much unlocking for you and really, really opening up for you to really tap you into this energy, this creating heaven on earth. It's part of your spiritual service, and it is happening for you. Ooh. I'm just going to take a second to just breathe with my power force. Just let that weight just fall down. Release that burden, friends. I know you love them. I know you love the things and the people and the places in your life. Trust your intuition. Trust where you are being led. Take your power back and prioritize you, because that is the best thing that you can do for everything and everybody around you. Take a moment to breathe that in. I know it's scary. I know. My friends, I hope you're breathing. I hope you're loving yourself, and I hope that you're releasing this guilt. Because you are creating something very beautiful on this earth. You have the magic wand. So that is all I'm seeing for my PAL 4 group. I really, really, really hope that not only did this reading resonate with you, but that you enjoyed it, and that there's something, if not all, that you took away from it. And I really hope to see you in the next reading. And feel free to follow me on my Instagram so we can hang out together at Dawn Bringer Tarot. And I will see you next time, friends. Bye-bye.